broadcast button on the GoToWebinar control panel to allow all attendees to hear you. This system will notify you once you begin your broadcast. The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Good morning, all of you. I am Vijay Bhattacharya from Tally Education. Please text me if you are able to see my screen, and please text me if you can hear my voice. Okay. So can you see the screen? Okay. Okay. So some technical issue. Just wait for a few minutes. Okay. Now I think you all are able to see the screen. Please text me. Okay, so I hope you all are see the screen as well as my listen my voice too. Okay, so very good morning all of you. I am Vijay Bhattacharya from Tally Education. Today we are going to discuss about the payroll section, payroll part in Tally. So basically payroll is divided into two parts, part 1 and part 2. Today we are going to discuss about the part 1, and next session, after this session we'll discuss about the next session, and on the next sessions we'll discuss about the part 2, payroll part 2. You'll get the message for part 2 within a few days. So today we're going to discuss about the payroll part 1, and in today's session we'll discuss about all the employee related things, means their basic DA, HRA, how to create their masters, and how to pass the attendance entries and payroll related entries. We'll see it in today's session. So we'll start payroll. So first of all, we have to discuss about the payroll. What is payroll? And then later on we'll discuss about the how to create master in Tally and how can we pass related entries in Tally. So first of all, what is Tally? What is payroll? The term payroll refers to a series of accounting transactions. So here it's very important point. Series of accounting transactions involved in the process of paying employees for the service rendered after taking all the statutory and non-statutory deduction into account. Okay, so it is very important point that series of accounting transactions in respect of to paying employees for the services rendered after taking all the statutory and non-statutory deduction into account. In conformance with the terms of employment, company policy and the law of the land, that is payment of payroll taxes, insurance premium, employee benefits and other deductions. That means it is overall a accounting transaction which is involved all the employee and employer related their statutory deduction contribution and overall benefits of employees. So this is all about the payroll. So this is a definition of payroll. And if you are talking about the payroll components, so we can see here some components of payroll. Like if you maintain payroll through Tally, so you can manage all these important points or important components like employee database, okay, leave and attendance, income tax, provident fund, employee state insurance, bonus and gratuity, salary revision and increments, overtime, production, loans and advance, and professional tax. So these are the main component of payroll. If you maintain payroll through Tally, you can manage all these component in Tally in very easy manner. Like you can maintain employee database, you can pass attendance and leave records, you can manage their bonus and gratuity, salary revision and increments is very easy in payroll, provident fund, income tax, you can manage all the employee income tax detail in Tally, employee state insurance, ESI details, loan and advance, professional tax and overtime. So these are the components of payroll. Now there are some feature of payroll. So features of payroll is instant access to employee information. If you manage payroll through Tally, you can easily access your all the employee data, employee information. Pay the right amount on time because calculation is very easy in Tally. So you can pay time to time their all the benefits. And improve employee satisfaction. Obviously, when you pay time to time their payment, their benefits, all the employees satisfaction level will increase. And you can manage increments and arrears too. On-time recovery of loan and advance. Meet all accounting and regulatory norms instantly. Payroll and statutory reports. Obviously, you can manage your all the payroll related thing in Tally. You can manage your all the employee data. You can manage all the attendance related things in Tally. You can manage employee salaries and their benefits very easily. Time to time, you can manage their increments, arrears, and if any company pay any loan to their company, their employee can maintain record very easily, and time to time they recover their loan very easily, and meet all accounting and regulatory norms like PF, ESI, bonus, gratuity, and payroll statutory reports. Obviously, after managing all these things, you can get all the related records from Tally. So this is all about features of payroll in Tally. Now the report sections. So if you're talking about the reports of payroll, you can see here that this all the report divided into three parts. So first, and basically this is the non-statutory details, non-statutory reports, because statutory reports will discuss on second section, second part payroll webinar. So in this session you can see payroll reports, only accounting related reports like statement of payroll, payslip, paysheet, payroll statement, payment advice, payroll register, employee profile, employee head count, employee paid breakup, paid employee breakup, and this is all about statement of payroll. And if you're talking about the attendance sheets, attendance report, you can manage, you can see all the attendance sheet and attendance register, and along with this expat report also available. In expat reports, you can see the passport expiry date, if you maintain all the employee passport detail, visa detail, and if there's any employee come under contract details, so you can see their expiry dates. So this is all about the payroll report. Okay, and the statutory report like PF, ESI, gratuity, this report will discuss on second sessions. Okay, so this is all about the payroll basic things. Now we'll continue this payroll with Tally, and we can understand how can we manage all the related payroll related masters and entries in Tally. How can we manage? How can we pass the transactions? And how can we see the reports, all the payroll related reports in Tally? So I'm switching to Tally right now. Okay, so I hope you can see Tally screen. So first of all, we have to create a company and then activate some payroll related features. So first of all, we have to create a company. So I'm going to create a company option, and here I can create Apex Info Tech. Okay. So you can maintain addresses of company here. Select country India, state Karnataka. Okay. Now you can manage phone number, mobile number, fax, email, website here. Financial year will be 1st April 2018, and book beginning also I have taken here 1st April 2018. Now you can save it. Okay. Accept. Okay. So I have created a company with the name of Apex Infotech. Now I have to go to F11 company feature. F11 company feature. Here you can see accounting feature, inventory feature, statutory and taxation features, and add-on features. So first of all, you have to go to accounting feature here. You have to click on accounting feature. Under this accounting feature, you have option cost profit center management. Under cost and profit center management, maintain payroll. You have option maintain payroll. You have to activate this maintain payroll. Okay. So maintain payroll, you have to activate this. Now one more feature you have to activate, and that is maintain more than one payroll or cost category. So you have to activate this too. So here under accounting feature, I have activated maintain payroll along with maintain more than one payroll or cost category. That means for payroll, cost category is also required for activation. Activated. Okay. Activation required for of cost category. So you have to activate maintain payroll and cost category. Maintain more than one payroll cost category. Okay. Now you can save it. Okay. After this, you have to go to statutory and taxation feature, and now you can see the enable payroll statutory details. Okay, this feature only available if you already activated payroll feature from accounting feature options. Okay, otherwise this feature is not available under statutory and taxation feature. It is only available if you already activated maintain payroll under F11 accounting feature. Okay, now you have to activate this. Yes, and now set alter payroll statutory details. Okay, now you can see here provident fund, employee state insurance, national pension scheme, and income tax details. Okay, so here I just activate this through by pressing enter. There is no need to give any information right now because we will discuss about all these points in next session. So you just press enter and save it. Okay, deducted type you have to select others, and now you can save it. Okay, so there is no need to activate any other feature here. You just press yes and activate this payroll statutory details and save it. Okay, so I am going to tell you again that which features we have to activate for payroll. So first of all, you have to go to accounting feature and activate maintain payroll and maintain more than one payroll or cost category. Then you have to save it, accounting feature. Then go to payroll, statutory and taxation feature, and here you have to activate enable payroll statutory details and set alter payroll statutory details. Yes. Okay. There is no need to give any other information right now. Okay, now press enter and save it. Okay, now done. Activation part done. Feature activation part we already completed here. Now you can see under master options you have one more option, that is payroll info. In master option we already have accounts info and inventory info, but after activation of payroll feature you will get payroll info option under master. So just click on payroll info or press enter button. You can see employee category here, employee group, employees, units, attendance production type, pay heads, salary details, income tax details, voucher details, etc. But salary details and income tax details is disabled right now because first you have to create groups and employees. After that you will get all these salary details options. Okay, so now we have to discuss one by one what is employee category, then employee groups, then employee, then units, then attendance production type, then pay heads, and then salary details, and then entry transactions option. Okay, so first of all you have to discuss about the employee categories. So here you have to create employee categories if you have different pay structure. Like in any company have two different pay structure for their head office. If there is any different pay structure, or for branch office if there is any different pay structure, they can create two categories here, head office and branch office. But if the pay structure is same for head office or branch office, so in that case there is no need to create different employee categories, because here you have already primary categories. Okay, so we can take all the salary structure, or we can create the salary structures under employee category, primary category. So if you press enter, you can see here primary cost category options. I'm telling you again. Under employee category, you just press enter and press alter option. You can see primary cost category. So here it is already defined primary cost category, so there is no need to create any other category option through employee category creation. Okay, you can just take all the information under this primary cost category. So here two things is there. First one is allocate revenue items and allocate non-revenue items. Allocate revenue item means your P&L related items, all the items which is related with profit and loss account. It is comes under revenue items, and non-revenue item is related with your balance sheet. But you have to activate both. Is yes means you have to turn yes all allocate revenue items and allocate non-revenue items. Both should be yes. Okay. So it is already activated. Now comes to employee groups. Now here you can create a different employee groups. So I am creating here 3 employee groups. So just go to create options and select primary cost category, because now every masters comes under primary cost category. So now I am creating employee group. So employee group also comes under primary cost category. So like accounts, I create accounts, means employee group is just like a department. So in a company, so many department will be there, like accounts, admin, HR. So we can create different department under employee group. Okay. So I am creating here accounts department under primary. Define salary details. There is no need to define salary details here. Okay, just select no and press accept. After accounts, you can create HR. Same primary. Define salary no. Accept. Then I am creating one more is admin. Okay. Define salary. So I have created 3 employee group, or you can say department. You can see here accounts, admin and HR. Okay, and those 3 employee groups should comes under primary cost category. Okay. Now you can see your salary details activated. So here we have to create employee right now. After creation of group, we have to create employee. So go to employee option, create. Now you can see your primary cost category already comes here. Now you have to give the employee name. So I have given employee name like Amit Kumar. Amit Kumar, display name in report is Amit Kumar. Under, now you have to tag here ki Amit Kumar related with accounts department, admin department or HR department. Okay, so Amit Kumar is related with account department, so I have to select here accounts. Now you have to mention the joining date. So I have given the joining date here, 1st April 2016. Now again it's asking define salary details, so I have just select no here. There is no need to define right now. If you want to define here you can, but right now there is no need, so I just press enter. Now employee number, first you have to go give the employee number E001 I have given here. Designation should be there, so it is manager. I have skip function, location Bangalore, gender male, date of birth, right now we can skip, blood group here, okay, address, phone number, email. Okay, now give the provide bank details. So here it is compulsory to maintain bank details here, because if you are not maintaining the bank details, so you will not be able to see the payment advice report. Okay, so for payment advice report you have to maintain your bank details here. So you can press yes. Now select the account number. Okay, I've given the account number, Kotak Mahindra Bank. Okay. Now give the PAN number here. Okay. Now give the Aadhaar number. If you have, you can give the Aadhaar number. Universal account number, UN number you can give. It is related with the PF account number you can give here. I've just mentioned PF 001, EPS 001, PRN number. If the employee has NPS schemes, so you can give the PRN number, permanent retirement account number. You can mention here. If ESI is required, to you can give the ESI number, ESI 001, ESI dispensary name. Okay. So by this way you can create employee. I have created one employee, Amit Kumar. Next, Nidhi Singh. Okay. So Nidhi Singh is associated with HR. She is HR head. So you can select HR here. My date of joining is 1st April 2015. Okay. E002 designation HR head. Okay, now gender is female, date of birth, blood group, just skip it. Now give the bank detail, yes. Okay, Kotak Mahindra Bank, you can select. Okay, now PAN. Q, Aadhaar number, PF account number, PF 02. Okay. Now Suraj Singh. Okay. And Suraj Singh is related with admin. E003. Designation senior manager. Okay. Now mail. Yes, bank details. Okay, Kotak Mahindra Bank. W3. Okay, you can save the employee details. So I have created 3 employees here. You can see Amit Kumar, Nidhi Singh and Suraj Singh. Okay. Amit Kumar associated with accounts department, Nidhi Singh with HR department, Suraj Singh with admin department. Okay. So first of all, I have to create employee category, then employee group, then employee. So I have already created 3 masters here. Now next master will be units. Okay, now you have to create units, work units here. So go to work units and click the create. Now you can create work units. So I am creating one by one. So first one is hours, okay, then minutes, first hours, then minutes, then months, and then day. So I have created hours, minutes, months, and day. So we have to create all four unit creation through simple mode, and then you have to create some compound units. So you just press backspace and select compound option here, and now you can create compound units. So day, select months of 30 days. So here you can consider that month of 30 days. Now hours of 60 minutes. Okay, so now we have created here a four simple unit: days, hours, minutes, and month, and created two compound: hours of 60 minutes and months of 30 days. Okay, so total 6 work unit we have created here: day, hours, hours of 60 minutes, minutes, month, and month of 30 days. Okay, clear? So we have created employee category, employee group, employee units, work unit we have completed. So in next step we have to create some attendance and production type. So just press enter and create. First of all, you have to create present. Okay, under primary, and here you have to select attendance leave with pay. Okay, if anyone has present, then it assume that his attendance done, and if present, yes, then attendance leave with pay. Okay, means attendance type should be a leave with attendance or leave with pay. Means if there is anyone present, then it assumes that his attendance completed, or if he is leave, that means he is in earned leave, means there's no deduction of employee. Okay, now next one is absent. So here you have to select leave without pay. If anyone is absent, that means it is leave without pay. Okay, now you have to create overtime. So overtime is not compulsory for every organization. Where it's applicable, they can only create overtime. So I'm here, I'm assuming that in this company Apex Infotech, they maintaining overtime. Okay, primary, and select production, because overtime is related with the production, and production should be you have to select hours of 60 minutes. Okay, clear? So we have created 3 attendance type. First one is absent. If anyone absent, that means it is leave without pay. If anyone is present, that means his attendance leave with pay. Just wait. Okay, so you can see here that I have created 3 attendance: absent, overtime, and present. Okay, now next you have to create pay head. It's very important. Okay, because all the salary will be calculated as per the pay head configurations. So we have to create pay head one by one. So go to pay head option and you have to click on create. Under this creation option, you have to create one by one pay heads. So first of all, I have to create here basic. Pay head type should be earning for employees. Now you can see list of pay head types here. Now you have to select earning for employees. Okay. So income type should be a fixed. You have to select fixed. Under indirect expenses, because basic pay is a indirect expenses for a company. So you have to select here indirect expenses. Okay. Now affect net salary, yes, it is affected. It will affect. Name to be displayed in payslip, it is basic. Use for calculation of gratuity, so yes, it is applicable for gratuity, so you have to select yes of here. Set alter income tax details, so here is no required to define this income tax detail because it will discuss on next sessions. So you just press no here right now. Now select calculation type, so you have to select a calculation type. Here it should be based on attendance. Okay, attendance, if it is attendance leave with pay, you have to select present. Okay, now calculation period should be a month and it is user defined because we already defined that in every month there will be a 30 days. So it should be user defined and select 30 days. Okay, now can save it. So please note it down that all the pay head type you have to create first and then you have to configure it as per the details. Okay, so I'm just telling you one again. First we have to create basic pay. It should be earning for employees. Okay, question is what is user defined? So we'll discuss about the user defined too in today's session. And you can select calendar month, no issue if you select calendar month. Okay, so if you select the calendar month, it will be calculated as per the 30 and 31st according. Okay, so pay head type is earning for employees. Fixed indirect expenses, yes. Basic pay, use calculation for gratuity, yes. Set alter income tax detail, no. Calculation type on attendance. Okay, attendance leave with pay, you have to select present. Calculation type month and user defined means it is defined by us or operator or creator. So we can select, if you select user defined, that means we can consider that every month has 30 days. Okay, now you have to select. So user defined means if suppose I am a user of Tally and if I am a user of the payroll, that okay, so first of all the question is difference between user defined calendar month and calendar period. Okay, I'm telling you one by one. So calculation periods means what will be the calculation for, means what will be the time for calculation for basic. So here is days, fortnights, months and week. Okay, so if we select month, then it's appear as per calendar period. Okay, next one is user defined, then user defined calendar type. Okay, so if you select the calendar period, so it will not asking anything more. Okay, that means it will calculate it on as per the calendar period. Like if it is April month, then it will calculate it as per the 30 days. If it is the May month, then it will calculate it as per the 31 automatically. Okay, but if you select the user defined, that means you define here that how many days you can keep in every month for calculation. Some company keep every month is 20 days, 22 days, means all the Saturdays without calculation of Saturday, Sunday or Saturday. And if you select user defined calendar type, that means it is already considered that it is it is means in every month it is 30 days, because we already created attendance type, and we already mentioned every month has 30 days. Okay, so these are the basic difference between as per the calendar period, as per the user defined or user defined calendar type. So here we can select user defined, and we can mention here month of 30 days. Okay, now we can accept it. Next we have to create DA, Dearness Allowances. Okay, so it is again earning for employees. Now income type is fixed, that is indirect expenses. DA is dearness allowances, basically the DA applicable in government department. Okay, so but we can consider that DA is applicable in this company too. That is why we maintain this DA. DA is basically a certain percent of basic salary as per the cost of. If there is any audio problem, please log out from the session and rejoin the session. Okay. So I'm telling you, DA is dearness allowances. It is basically for government employees, but we can keep here because we consider it that this company also providing DA to their employees. Okay, it is basically some percentage of basic, and it is depend upon the cost of the city. Okay. So it is indirect expenses again. Effect net salary, it is yes. Name to be displayed in payslip is DA. Use calculation for gratuity, obviously yes, because basic and DA always available for gratuity calculation. Set what the income tax detail, no need to give here, and it should be as computed value because it is computed on basic. Okay, now you have to select compute, so you can select here on a specified formula because it is calculated on basic, so you have to select here on a specified formula. Now add pay head, you have to select basic pay. Okay, now give the percentage, and percentage would be anything like, we can assume it is 60% of basic. Okay, so now by this way you can create your DA. Okay, now again repeating it, you have to give the name as DA, earning for employees. It is a fixed, it is indirect expenses. Effect net salary, yes. Name to be displayed in payslip, DA. Use for calculation of gratuity, yes. Say total income tax detail, it should be no right here. Now calculation type is as computed value because it is computed on basic. Now here you have to select compute on a specified formula. Now add pay head, under this add pay head you have to select basic pay. Now give the percentage and select the percentage here and give the percent value. Okay. So by this way you can create DA. Next you have to create HRA. HRA is house rent allowances. Okay. Earning for employees. Again you have to select earning for employees. It is fixed under indirect expenses. Effect net salary. Yes. Name to be displayed in payslip. It should be HRA. Used for calculation of gratuity. So no, because for gratuity calculation, HRA is not considered for gratuity calculation. Okay, state total income tax detail, no. Calculation type, again it is as computed value. Okay. Now we have to select on a specified formula because it is also calculated on basic or maybe basic plus DA. Okay, so we have to select pay head is basic pay, and suppose it is 30% of basic. Okay, now you can save it. Okay, now traveling allowances, we can create some traveling allowances. TA is traveling allowances. Okay, it is again earning for employees. Again it is fixed. It is indirect expenses. Effect net salary, yes. Name to be displayed in payslip, it's TA, traveling allowances. Used for calculation of gratuity, no. State total income tax detail, no. Calculation type, so you can select here flat rate because here we can consider it company given flat rate like 2000 or 5000 to every employee for their traveling expenses. So we can select here a flat rate. Calculation type monthly basis, so you have to select month here. Now you can save it. Okay, after TA we can create incentive. Company given some incentive to their employee. Again earning for employees, it is variable because it is not fixed, so you can select here variable. It is indirect expenses. Effect net salary, yes. It is incentive. Calculation for gratuity is no. State income tax detail, no. Calculation type, it user defined value because it is depend on circumstances or situation. Incentive and bonus are same, no, not exactly same. Incentive and bonus will be applicable for each and every employee, but incentive is not applicable for each and every employee. It is specified for some employees because it is depend upon their complete their goal or complete their target. Okay, so calculation type is user defined value. We have to select here. Now you can save it. Okay, after incentive you can create overtime. Now again it is earning for employees. It's again variable. It is indirect expenses. Effect net salary, yes. Name to displayed in payslip is overtime. Gratuity, no. And now it is based on production. Okay. Now production type should be overtime, and now you can save it. Okay. After overtime, now we can create some deduction paid because till now we just create only earning for employees. Now we have to create some deduction of employee. So we can create PF, Provident Fund, employee deduction. Employee deduction. Okay, so it is a statutory employees statutory deduction. You have to select paid type employee statutory deduction. Now you have to select here PF account number 1. PF account number 1. Now it is a current liabilities for company. Okay, effective net salary is yes. Name to be displayed in payslip PF employee deduction. Okay, now it should be on a specified formula because the PF will be calculated on basic plus DA. So here you have to select a specified formula. Now add pay head basic pay, then again add pay head DA. Now we can give the range here because amount up to 15,000. The percentage would be 12%, and if it is basic plus D is more than 15,000, then it is directly 1800 of value. Okay. Done. So I am repeating it. PF employee deduction. It comes under employee statutory deductions. PF account number 1. It is current liability for a company. Effective net salary yes. Name to display in payslip PF employee deduction. Okay. Now it is on a specified formula. You have to select add paid basic and add paid DA. Okay. Amount up to 15,000. Slab will be percentage is 12, and if it is more than 15,000, then directly it will be calculated as 1800 value. Okay. Now next, ESI, employee state insurance, employee deduction. Again it is employee statutory deduction. Okay, now it is employee state insurance. It is current liabilities for a company. Now ESI will be calculated on current earning total. Okay, and percentage is 1.75. Okay, clear? So now you can save it. And last one is salary payable. We can create salary payable. Question is, if PF is not required to be deducted for those drawing more than 15K, then how to configure the same? Okay, so if PF is not compulsory, then you can define individual salary. Okay, so how can you define individual salary? We will tell you again, and then you can select your PF range. We'll discuss it after this creation option. Okay, and again I'm repeating the ESI option, just completing the salary payable. Okay, so you have to create salary payable here. Now pay head type, it is not applicable, and select the current liabilities only. Okay, so I am repeating ESI once again. ESI employee deduction. Okay, its pay head type is employee statutory deduction. Statutory pay head type employee state insurance. It comes under current liabilities. Effect net salary, yes. Name to be displayed in payslip, ESI employee deduction. It's calculated on current earning totals. So you have to select on current earning totals here, and you can select the slab rate, select percentage, and select the slab rate is 1.75. So 1.75% will be deduct all the total of the current earnings of the employee. Okay. Okay. Now the question is PF employee deduction. If you don't want to calculate PF if it is more than 15,000 for every employee, then you can configure it like amount up to 15,000. You can select the percentage 12%. If it is more than 15,000, then there is no need to select any value. Just give the 0 here. Okay. So after this, no PF will be calculated on employee salary. Okay, but here we have to give the calculation for 1800 more than 15,000. So here we can give the value. Okay. Now all the pay heads is created. All the pay head we already created here. Now next important point is define their salary details. Okay. So for this you have to go to salary detail option, and you have to define it here one by one. So first you have to go to Amit Kumar. We have to select Amit Kumar salary. Now give the date is 1/4, 1st of April. Pay head is basic. Now you can give the basic case 15,000 per month, then DA, then HRA, then incentive, then overtime. So you have to mention the overtime range. Question is, in case of ESI, 1.75% is calculated only on total amount less than 20k. For others, no ESI applicable. Yes, definitely ESI is not applicable if total earning is less than the threshold limit. Okay, so we'll see it how it is done by Tally. So you have to select the overtime amount here. Overtime here I can give the overtime amount is 100 rupees per hour. If any employee doing overtime, so I have mentioned the rate is 100 rupees and per hour. Then we can select TA, traveling allowances. So we can give a traveling allowances for account profile for 2,000 rupees per month. Now PF, now ESI you can select. So we already give the details of Amit Kumar salary details like basic, DA, HRA, incentive, overtime, TA, PF, employee deduction, and ESI employee deduction. Okay. Now I'm giving the detail of Nidhi Singh, 1st of April. Basic, she is HR head, so I'm giving the detail of the basic 20,000. Now DA, now HRA, now TA is 3,000 for her. Now incentive, now overtime, it is again 100 rupees, and PF and ESI. Okay. Now Suraj Singh, it is again 1st of April. You have to select basic here. $15,000 we can select. Then DA, then HRA, then incentive, then overtime is 100 rupees, and PA is 2,000. PF and ESI. Okay, we can define the salary for each and every employee like this. Okay, I'm showing you every employee like Amit Kumar. I've given all the details of Amit Kumar here. Okay, like Nidhi Singh and Suraj Singh. Okay, so I have completed almost all the master options, master's details for this company. Now, next step is pass all the payroll related transactions. Okay, so you can assume here that all the masters create one by one sequentially. Okay, like first employee category, employee groups, employee units, attendance, pay head, salary details, then transactions. Okay, so for this transactions, go to payroll voucher. So here you can see the payroll option, but first we have to create the attendance sheet. So attendance in transactions. So we have to go to attendance transactions, and for this you have to press Control F5. Control F5 is attendance voucher. Okay. Now you have to give the date, and date should be 30th of April. Okay. This attendance transaction passed on 30th of April, and now I'm giving all the attendance detail for every employee. Like Amit Kumar. Amit Kumar is absent 2 days, and Amit Kumar present is 28 days. Okay, and Amit Kumar overtime is 4 hours. Okay, now I'm selecting Nidhi Singh. She is absent 2 days, 3 days, and present 27 days, and overtime is 5 hours. And Suraj Singh, there is no absent for Suraj Singh. He is present for entire 30 days, and Suraj Singh doing done overtime for 4 hours. Okay, so I have created attendance sheet for all the employees. So on 30th April, I have done all the attendance transactions for every employee through attendance voucher. Control F5. Okay. Now save. After completion of attendance, now you have to go to payroll voucher and press for payroll voucher. You have to press Control F4. Control F4 for payroll and Control F5 for attendance. So on payroll voucher, first we have to define the incentive value for this month for every employee. So now here we can press Alt A. Alt A is a shortcut key for payroll autofill. Okay, you have to press Alt A for payroll autofill, and if you give incentive to the employee, so you have to select here is user defined. Okay, first you have to select user defined. Here you can see the user defined TSI, NPS, PF or salary. So first of all, because it is only incentive transactions, we are giving incentive to our employees. So you have to select user defined here. I'll select the date range 1st April 2018 to 30th April 2018. Okay, primary cost category. Now here it's showing all employees, all items. So you have to select all items, employee name wise, and you have to tag with salary payable ledger. Okay. Question is it compulsory to enter absent days? Only present days is not enough. Okay, we can configure it. We'll discuss it on sometime. Okay, I'll give the details. How can you manage this attendance transactions? Okay, after passing this entry. Okay, so you have to select salary payable here. Now you can mention the incentive value for each and every employee. If we think that the incentive value goes to only for Amit Kumar, so we can give the incentive amount for Amit Kumar, and suppose total incentive value for Amit Kumar is 5,000 and total incentive value for Suraj Singh is 6,000. So we can give the incentive for those employees who has actually deserve for incentive. Okay, so there is no need to give incentive value to each and every employee because it is based on their work performance. Okay, so I have given incentive values to Amit Kumar and Suraj Singh only. Okay, now we can set these transactions. Okay, so the question is, someone asked if we can it compulsory to give all the attendance related thing like absent and present both. So here is the answer is the no. There is no need to give all the absent and present detail through attendance voucher. So if you want to give only the absent detail, you can give. So for this you have to reconfigure your payroll details, like you have to go to payroll info, go to period. Okay, now you have to alter your basic pay, and here you can select attendance leave with pay, you can select not applicable, and leave without pay you can select the absent. If you say select only this, select month. Okay, select user defined month of 30 days. Then there is no need to select, present and absent both. So for this you have to go to attendance sheet, and now there is no need to select present. So it is only you can select the absent option. Okay, for Nidhi Singh, there is no need to require select present option here. Okay, and Suraj Singh, so you can select the Suraj Singh present option because there is no absent for Suraj Singh, and you can save this. Okay, but keep remember that if you want to like only maintain their absent, no present, then you have to configure your basic pay head. Okay, I'm telling you the which type of reconfiguration requirement. Go to payroll info and go to pay heads, select alter and select basic pay. For basic pay you have to select attendance leave with pay not applicable. Okay, and leave without pay you can select absent only. Okay, I think you all got this point. So I have passed here incentive transactions. After passing the incentive transaction, you can pass all the payroll related transactions, means monthly salary transactions. For this you have to go to payroll voucher. Okay, now again alt A, you have to select process for salary 1st April 2018 to 30th April 2018, primary cost category, all items, employee name, and select salary payable. So now you can see all the salary details comes automatically as per the attendance and as per the defined value. If you are talking about the Amit Kumar, so Amit Kumar basic salary is 14,000 because 2 absent already taken by Amit Kumar. That is why only 28 is present. So that is why the calculation like this: 14,000 DA, HRA, overtime, TA, PF, employee contribution deduction, and ESI deduction automatically given here. Now the question is, if we do not want to process salary for Amit Kumar, then so there should be a reason why we are not calculation salary for Amit Kumar if he already resigned or left it or what. So in that case, so you have to give the reason why you do not want to select Amit Kumar. uh, there is no need to mention the means if you don't want to process the Amit Kumar then there is no need to first of all you do not mention the attendance of Amit Kumar. If there is no attendance for Amit Kumar, then Amit Kumar will not get any type of salary. Okay, so if you do not want to process salary for Amit Kumar, so then the attendance it should be blank for Amit Kumar. Okay, so now you can see the all the salary details comes automatically here as per the given the information. Okay, now you can save it. Okay, after this salary, now you have to pay the all the amount to every employee. So for this you have to create one more ledger through accounts info ledger and create Kotak Bank. Kotak Bank comes under bank account. Okay, now I'm assuming Kotak Bank has 5 lakhs cash. Okay, now go to payment voucher. Under this payment voucher, you have to pay Alt A. You have to press Alt A for payment autofill. You have to select salary payment 1st April to 30th April. Voucher date is 30th April. Employee category is primary cost category. Employee groups all items. Salary payable. Select Kotak Bank here. Okay, there is no need to select mode of payment or transactions, so you have to know it. Now you can see the total payable amount is automatically comes as per the salary payable ledger. Salary payable ledger. Then you can save it. Give the check number, check digit, and save it. Okay. So here we have passed 3 transactions. First one is 4 transactions. First one is attendance type, attendance transactions. Second one is incentive payroll process. Third one is payroll transactions. Okay, and fourth one is payment entry. Okay, so after completion of all the transaction, we can see some reports. So for this, you have to go to display. Now payroll reports, go to payroll reports. Under this payroll reports, you have statement of payroll. Under this statement of payroll, you have pay slip, pay sheet, payroll statement, payment advice, payroll register, employee profile, employee headcount, employee pay head breakup or pay head employee breakup. So if you go to pay slip, you can generate single pay slip or multiple pay slip. So if you press single pay slip, you can select, suppose I am selecting here Amit Kumar. Now we can see that all the details of Amit Kumar here, like employee number, designation, location, okay, ESI number, PF number, PAN number, PRN account number, and all the like attendance detail, total absent day, total overtime, basic pay, DA, HRA incentive, overtime, TA, and PF employee deductions. Okay, so you can take this print, and if you want to multiple pay slip, you can see the multiple pay slip here. Okay, you can go to pay sheet. Pay slip is nothing but the details of all the, I'm telling you, just open it payslip, single payslip, Amit Kumar. In this payslip, you can see the all the benefits and all the deduction of employee details. Okay, this is a total detail of employee, that total basic pay for the month, DA for the month, HRM for the month, मतलब brief details of salary. So you can take the printout and give to your employee that this is your total salary details and total deduction details. Yes, it is for employee, because every employee you should generate this payslip for every employee, and you have to give the details of the employee. Otherwise, employee don't know that how much salary he is getting, means how much basic he is getting, or how much DA, or how much deduction is there. Okay, so now payslip is a registered total details of, this is only for the company. Payroll statement, you can see the basic details, basic of every employee, or DA of every employee, ESI employee deductions. You can select the see the details from here. Now payment advice, you can generate payment advice here, and under this you can see the payment advice for Amit, Nidhi and Suraj. Payment advice is just advice for the bank, and you can share with your bank with all the details, like if you if you pass one transaction of check, like I just passed one transactions of payment voucher. Here I have mentioned all the payment option, like Amit Kumar has to get 32,200, Nidhi Singh 35,900 and Suraj Singh 35,100. I just pass one transaction through payment voucher and raise one check for bank, and we inform the bank that please deposited this amount to their accounts. Okay, so for this you have to generate payment advice here. You have to maintain only bank details when you create the employee. I'm giving you the details here, like go to employee, and you have to detail bank detail for every employee when you create employee. Okay, here provide bank details. Here you can create bank details for every employee. After that, you'll get the payment advice after passing all the transactions. Question is, this salary payable, what you have taken in payment voucher, is it a default ledger, or we have to create the ledger as a salary payable? You have to create salary payable ledger. I have created here. I'm telling you again. Go to payroll info, go to payhead, and you can see here that I have created already salary payable ledger under payhead creation. Here you have to remember that salary payable ledger should created through payhead creation. Okay, you cannot create through only ledger, accounts info and ledger. You have to create salary payable ledger through your payhead option. Okay, salary payable. You have to create salary payable under payhead, not applicable, and you have to select current liabilities. Okay. So this is all about the payroll part 1. Okay, now the next question is, okay, so thank you very much. This is payroll part 1, and we'll continue with payroll part 2 in next month, in May, first week or second week. You'll get the overall payroll details through webinar. There is the question is how to add bank name of the employees in pay advice. There is no need to add bank name in pay advice. You have to add the bank name with employee. Okay, with employee. I have created employee here, and I have given the bank details for every employee here one by one. Okay, provide bank details here. If you given the bank details here, then only you can generate your payment advice. There is no need to give bank details in payment advice. You have to give the details, bank details in under employee details. It is automatically generated your payment advice. Okay, I think got it. So thank you very much to join this session. You automatically get the mail. Just check out your mailbox. So you'll get very soon the details of next session. Okay. So thank you very much to join this session. If you have any doubt regarding this session, you can share with us through mail, or you can give your feedback in this mail ID. I've given you the mail detail. Okay, this is the mail ID. If you have any doubts, you can send your doubts in this mail. You will get recorded session. You will get recorded session in your resource center. You can download it from your resource center. Okay. So thank you very much to join this session. So we'll end this session now, and please touch with your mail ID. You will get the information regarding next webinar session very soon.